Hey, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about my panic attack. I know a lot of my videos really I mentioned that, but I'd like to talk a little bit of not the cause, but certain things that led up to it. Last year, well, at that point I didn't even consider it a panic attack, but last year at my granddad's funeral, I had an episode and I was just repeating the same things over and over and over. I personally don't know how long I did it for, but I was told it was for a long time. I just kept saying the same thing over and over. People kept talking to me and I wouldn't respond to them, and stuff like that. That death was very difficult for me, for a number of reasons. My granddad was getting older and we live in different states, so we didn't really get to see each other that often. He contracted the COVID-19 virus, and he had some medical conditions relating to his lungs. So because of that, he didn't make it. Now he fought a good fight. Don't get me wrong, he fought a good fight, because he held the good spirit that he had while he was up and about. It was the same while he was in the hospital, making friends with the nurses and stuff like that. That's just who he is, We always refer to him as the life of the party, because there's always a party where he is. You're never smiling or laughing or getting good advice. You're never not getting those things from him when you're around him. But yeah, I was able to that episode. I only lasted for a couple of hours, I was told, because a family member, one of my grand aunts, prayed with me, and I was able to come back to myself. I was able to speak, respond, and stuff like that. So I kind of took on quite a bit. I went back to school to work on a master's in mental health and wellness. I took on a part-time job along with my full-time job as an HR specialist. I was advising or co-advising student organizations at a university that I previously worked at. So I was doing quite a few things. And then about a year later, my uncle passed away. According to the autopsy, it was due to a car accident. So that's what they say. That's what they said was the cause of the accident. Now, that was kind of hard for me because, one, it was just so sudden, and the family had plans for my uncle, and we were looking forward to those plans coming to fruition. Now that came to a sudden end. It was really unbelievable. But so within the space of a year, we lost 2 family members, but I'm holding on to a scripture that we placed on a wristband. That's my uncle's name. On the flip side, it has a scripture that says, bear with me, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And that's Matthew 5:4. So I'm kind of holding on to that, to give me strength. I was tasked to write my uncle's eulogy. I also did my granddad's. So I was tasked to write my uncle's eulogy, and it was a challenging task because I wanted to tap into I wanted to tap into him so that I can actually express, you know, to others, anyone that was listening, the type of person that he was. Not many agreed with his lifestyle and different things, but he loved with his whole heart, and that's one thing that I took from his lifetime. You know, he loved with his whole heart, and sometimes we just need to love past, you know, circumstances. So I actually have a clip here to talk that talks a little bit more about my process in writing the eulogy. Now this was taken when I really wasn't doing well, but it was taken by my mom. So if you notice me looking a little tense, that's because, you know, I was still, one, not really comfortable talking about it, and it was very early on in my stage of, you know, having a series of panic attacks. So yeah, I'll give you a chance to listen. It's not very long, and it's just, you know, me expressing myself. So thanks, and I'll see you soon. So today my brother, my big brother Corey asked me why do I feel the way I felt after we were talking about the panic attack that I had at my uncle Eric's funeral service, and I told him that it's I don't really do well with death. At my grandma's funeral about 4 years ago, I had to write and read the tribute from the grandchildren, and that was very hard for me. And last year my granddad passed away from COVID, which was very hard for me to accept. And I was a part of the planning process, and I wrote and read his eulogy. So for my uncle, it got a little harder, and I wanted to represent him well to everyone that was at the funeral. So I tried very hard to connect, to find a connection with him, so that I would be able to write and represent him well, because I know I hadn't seen him in a very long time, and I wanted the world basically to have an idea of who he was, and how much of a big heart he had. So just trying to tap into that. I guess it just kind of made me a little broken, because I did wish I had the chance to actually get to know that side of him more recently, like in real life. Then it would have been a little easier to just show to everyone the kind of person he was. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Again, it's just me expressing myself a little bit. If you know me, you'll know that this is way outside of the box for me. I don't, I'm more of the private, reserved kind of person. But you know, I'm challenging myself. I'm doing something new, because the situation that occurred, I felt broken, and then in that feeling, I realized that, okay, I'm broken, so I can show people who I I am my real raw feelings. So so this is very new to me. I'm very nervous, and I'm just pray my strength, people. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe, get notified by hitting that bell, and you'll be hearing more from me. Bye.